First of all, I would like to congratulate the Imam of our time for the auspicious day today, where we commemorating the birthday of Imam Hussein and Hazrat Al-Salam. Furthermore, I would also like to pass my congratulations to you on this day. I would like to talk a few words about Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam is the greatest personality who has made all historical events of humanity everlasting. He is among those great personalities who gave shape to social civilization and principles that form the basis of life and culture. Imam and the leader of the nobles, he is the most prominent individual to have shown miracles in the field of life and led the caravan of humanity and gave movement to their aspirations. He guided them towards a moderate society, a society where equality is given an important position so that all the people, low or high, may benefit from it. He bestowed and offered sacrifice because he took along himself, his family, so that he may sacrifice himself and them, so that in every place, from east to west, the command of Quran and heavenly justice may be established. The life of Imam Hussein alayhi salam has split the horizon of history in such a way that he shone through as light of guidance for all the people. He merged with the souls of people and became united with their feelings and emotions. Imam's revolution had no political ambitions or material aims. Rather, his aim was to reform the society and revive the Islam. As he himself declared his lofty aims in his own words, "I did not come out to spread mischief, aimless things, or oppression. Indeed, I've come out to reform the nation of my grandfather, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I wish to enjoin good and forbid evil." In his revolution, Imam Hussein alayhi salam indeed exemplified the core message of his grandfather, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He represented the Bible translation of all the values and principles that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam strived for. The enemies of the Prophet asked his uncle Abu Talib alayhi salam to tell him that if he abandons his mission, he will receive a grand compensation. The Prophet replied, "O dear uncle, if they set the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand at the expense of renouncing this mission, I will never do so, unless Allah make this message triumph or I die conveying it." The profound principles that the Prophet fought for and established were tempered with and destroyed by the Umayyad dynasty. Hence, prompting Imam Hussein alayhi salam to salvage the faith of his grandfather by recompensing the imbalance and correcting the depravity brought forth by the Umayyad dynasty. In his struggle to rectify the faith of his grandfather, Imam Hussein alayhi salam became the voice of his grandfather and the entire camp of righteousness when he revolted against the Umayyad tyranny. Imam Hussein alayhi salam's message as he fought for justice and freedom is universal and should not be confined to Muslims only. It is a message that magnifies the vision of all free people and nations. Imam Hussein alayhi salam teaches the free and conscious people of our world how to reject a life girded with humiliation and tyrannical rule. Imam Hussein alayhi salam most powerfully rejected a life of humiliation when he said, "And I have to choose between sacrificing my life and yielding to a life of humiliation, but it is impossible for us, the family of the Prophet, to accept a life of humiliation." Furthermore, it is Imam Hussein alayhi salam who pioneered the path of sacrifice and taught us how to sacrifice ourselves for dignity. He demonstrated to us that a nation who fears an oppressor will not live a dignified life. Imam Hussein was approached by someone who were questioning his motivation. They were blinded to his visionary goals, for they were extremely limited in their ability to analyze his views of the future. The Imam struck their minds and hearts with an Islamic principle from the Prophet, that is, of an uncompromising stance against oppression. He made a call to awaken the oblivious nation of his grandfather by quoting the Prophet: "He who witnessed an oppressive dictator exercising despotism, but does nothing about the situation, not even by either words or actions, it will be the right of Allah to take such person into the safe entry of the tyrant, that is of the hellfire." Muslims today owe Imam Hussein a great deal of respect and gratitude. Therefore, it is not fitting that mostly Shia Muslims commemorate him. Imam Hussein did not rise to save Islam for the Shiites only, but he did so for all Muslims, actually for humanity. His sacrifice continued to be radiant sources of inspiration for all free and freedom-loving people around the world. Hence, Imam Hussein must be perceived by all Muslims as a genuine Islamic legacy that should be commemorated by all. We believe that a prophet or messenger only dies physically, and his message, though, continues for eternity. We also believe that Imam Hussein's message was immortalized. Only to remember Imam Hussein is enough to charge millions of masses with a will to seek freedom and revolt against oppression. When we commemorate Imam Hussein as a character and an epitome, we will indeed be apt to drive strength and renewal for our own dynamism. As long as aggression persists to suffocate the voice of justice in the world, therein shall be a commemoration of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. With this, I once again congratulate you on this auspicious day and request you to recite Salawat.